Ooma.
What was that?
That is business phone bliss with the Ooma cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature near 64 degrees. Westerly winds will be 13 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 29 miles per hour. We have clear skies in tonight's forecast with a low around 38 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 6 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be sunny with a high temperature near 67 degrees. We'll have westerly winds 7 to 9 miles per hour, and our wind chill value early tomorrow morning will be as low as 34 degrees. Skies will be clear tomorrow night with a low around 38 with calm winds. Then Thursday should be sunny with a high near 66. Calm winds on Thursday will become northerly around 5 miles per hour. Then Thursday night, skies will become partly cloudy with a low around 43. Friday, showers are likely mainly afternoon with a chance of precipitation at 60%. We'll have mostly cloudy skies with a high temperature near 54 degrees. Then Friday night, showers are likely with cloudy skies and low around 45. Saturday, we have a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 59 degrees. We still have a chance of showers in our forecast for Saturday night with mostly cloudy skies and low around 48. Then Sunday should become partly sunny with a high near 64. We expect mostly cloudy skies Sunday night with a low around 49 degrees. And Monday, chance of showers back in that forecast with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 68 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. A friend recently shared with me a story about a man in his community who managed a traveling youth sports team. This man for years asked for donations from the community to help pay for coaching, facilities, uniforms, transportation, hotel stays, meals, equipment, tournaments, leagues, and more. The local grocery, appliance dealer, and consumer electronics businesses were among the many local businesses who gave freely. The man who took donations from the local businesses purchased the food and drink and much of the equipment for the traveling team from the only big box store in town. The big box store gave $0 to support the team or the program. The man who took so freely from local businesses built a new home on the outskirts of town. He hired a contractor from another county. The construction crew came from another county. The well-digging, electricians, painters, and plumbers, all from outside of the county. The man drove a truck he had purchased from a dealership 2 counties away, pulling a rented trailer, you guessed it, out of town, to a big box store in another county onto which he loaded a new stove, refrigerator, washer, dryer, dishwasher, and television sets. Guess what? The next time the man knocked on doors or called local business owners asking for donations for the traveling sports team, They wrote the checks and donated the products and services. I bet you thought this story ended differently. There are some darned good people in rural communities. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Long hours, heavy loads, tough conditions. When the job demands everything you've got, your fuel should work just as hard. Boss Performance Diesel by MFA Oil delivers maximum power and efficiency, keeping your engine running strong no matter the challenge. More power, more reliability, so you can stay in control and keep moving forward. Power through every challenge like a boss. Fuel up today. Visit bossperformancediesel.com to learn more.
Next on our Corn Hall of Fame tour, Pioneer brand Power Core Enlist Corn.
Ooh, look at all the trophies.
Yes, Power Core Enlist beats competitors with a 7.7 bushel per acre yield advantage. 3 distinct modes of pest control action and unsurpassed herbicide flexibility mean above ground pests and weeds can't win.
But what if they try?
They wouldn't dare. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/powerup.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. You'll find a pharmacy, greenhouse, deli, and gluten-free foods, organic foods, and diabetic products. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? If not, you should. You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sales through your email. It's simple and it's free. Join the Country Mart e-Club today. For more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from your friends at Country Mart in Salem.
A slow start for direct cash cattle business and cash hogs into the day mixed. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It was a quiet Monday for direct cash cattle trade activity. Show lists are lower across all major feeding areas again this week. Bids and asking prices have yet to be established. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until sometime Thursday or Friday. At the Oklahoma National Stockyards, feeder steers were $5 to $15 lower. Steer cows were $10 to $20 higher. Heifer calves were $5 to $15 lower. The USDA says demand was moderate for feeder cattle after a sharp decline in those cattle futures on Friday. Quality was not as attractive as last week's offering. Medium and large one feeder steer, 659 to 697 pounds, brought $376 to $409. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 667 to 686 pounds, brought $355 to $390. Box beef closed sharply higher with strong demand for light offerings. Choice up to 41 at $369.18. Select was $319 higher at $353.46. Estimated cattle slaughter was 95,000 head, down 11,000 on the week and down more than 24,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed mixed with a fairly light negotiated run. Processors didn't move huge numbers to start the week and weren't very aggressive in their procurement efforts. The market remains largely focused on demand. Domestic demand has been benefiting from pork's competitive price in the meat case. That will likely continue. As for global demand, a lot of uncertainty remains as the industry lacks critical trade data amid the ongoing partial shutdown of the U.S. government. Barrels and yields at the National Daily Direct closed 40 cents lower with a weighted average of 89.74. The Iowa Minnesota was 44 cents higher with a weighted average of 90.50, and the Western Corn Belt was up 23 cents with a weighted average of 90.41. Pork values into the day lower, down 62 cents at 102.08. Bellies were sharply lower, and estimated hog slaughter was 492,000 head, up 7,000 on the week and up about 11,000 on the year. At the CME, live cattle were up on an oversold bounce, and feeders were mostly lower, awaiting details on the government's intervention into retail beef prices. And lean hog futures into the day mixed on spread trade. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Next on our Corn Hall of Fame tour, Pioneer brand Power Core Enlist Corn.
Ooh, look at all the trophies.
Yes, PowerCore Enlist beats competitors with a 7.7 bushel per acre yield advantage. 3 distinct modes of pest control action and unsurpassed herbicide flexibility mean above-ground pests and weeds can't win.
But what if they try?
They wouldn't dare.
Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/powerup.
Long hours, heavy loads, tough conditions. When the job demands everything you've got, your fuel should work just as hard. Boss Performance Diesel by MFA Oil delivers maximum power and efficiency, keeping your engine running strong no matter the challenge. More power, more reliability, so you can stay in control and keep moving forward. Power through every challenge like a boss. Fuel up today. Visit bossperformancediesel.com to learn more.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Jesse Walter Singleton of St. James passed away October 18th at the age of 63 years. Funeral services for Jesse Singleton will be Friday at 11 o'clock in the morning at the James Gar Mortuary in St. James. Visitation for family and friends of Jesse Singleton will be Thursday starting at 5 in the afternoon and continuing until 7 in the evening at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar. And all arrangements for Jesse Walter Singleton of St. James are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Geraldine Esther Williams of Rolla passed away October 18th at the age of 88 years. Private graveside services will be held at the Rolla City Cemetery, and interment will be in the Rolla City Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to the All for Lunch, which pays for student lunch debt. And all arrangements for Geraldine Esther Williams of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is Chris Hendricks with Wilson Mortuary. When it is within your power, we all want to shield our family from the difficult times and sorrow. Although we can never completely shield them from these times, we can make final arrangements much less stressful for them by pre-arranging our services. Having information on file and the ability to freeze these costs gives them the ability to deal with the loss without the additional stress of all these details. Wilson Mortuary of Salem, our family caring for your family.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred Saturday afternoon around 1:50 in Dent County and Highway 32 at County Road 4160. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2005 Ford Explorer driven by a 67-year-old Salem man was traveling westbound and hydroplaned on the wet roadway. The Ford traveled off the left side of the roadway and overturned. The man suffered minor injuries and was transported to Salem Memorial Hospital by Salem Ambulance. He was not wearing a safety restraint at the time of the accident, according to the report. The Ford was totaled and removed from the scene by Whitaker's Towing. The Highway Patrol was assisted at the scene by the Salem Police Department and the Dent County Sheriff's Department. Dent County Commission met Monday morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said materials will be added where needed and grading will be done on Dent County roads 5220 and 5179, as well as some other roads in that area. He indicated brush would be cut on County Road 5520 and a grader blade would be changed out on a grader. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported workers will be adding rock and grading on Dent County Road 2360, while only grading will be done on County Roads 2200, 2340, and 3120. Williams said men will be going to Springfield to get oil for chip and seal repair. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported the county received the remonumentation agreement that will be paying the county surveyor $400 per corner and financed by the Department of Agriculture. The county surveyor, Michelle Elwood, will rework 8 corners, and the reimbursement will be no more than $3,200. The commission signed the agreement. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley reported her office and the county treasurer's office balanced on all accounts for the month of September. She also said that the CART funds project for Dent County for 2026 is expected to be $1,080,000. For 2025, based on a $200 million spent on gas and car purchases, as well as increase in the CART tax rate due to the final fuel tax 2.5% increase in July of this year. Curley said she will be doing a voter registration today at the high school from 11 until 1:30 and then return Wednesday to the school for Kim Thompson's life skills class. Curley reported the county's workman's comp premium for 2026 will be 11% lower than in 2025. At the last meeting, the commission also discussed the county's health insurance renewal. The premium showed a 6.5% premium increase, which was better than what was expected. The commission agreed to keep the deductible agreement that's the same as in previous years. The next meeting of the commission will be Thursday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. This week is School Bus Safety Week, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol would like to remind motorists that school bus safety is an important part of driver etiquette. The patrol encourages everyone to review these school bus safety tips. Parents, please remind your students to use proper school bus etiquette when being transported to and from school. Students should sit quietly in their seats and keep the aisle clear. They should never shout, throw objects, or stick anything out the window. Students should make note of where emergency exits are on the bus in case they need to use them. They should always listen to the school bus driver for instructions. When exiting the bus, always use the handrail and stay at least 10 feet in front of the bus when crossing a street. Motorists are reminded to be aware of all school zones and school bus stop signs. Bus drivers must activate the bus's crossing control arm when loading or unloading students. Missouri law states that if motorists are meeting or following a stopped school bus on a 2-lane roadway, drivers must stop. However, it is only necessary to stop on a 4-lane highway when following the bus. Be extra cautious as some children may not be aware of traffic and step unexpectedly onto the roadway. Allow extra time during your commute during school hours. Drivers, students, and parents should remain patient and aware when school bus transportation is in use. Not only does this protect school children, but it will ensure yours and other motorists' safety as well. For news and more news, actually, follow the Missouri State Highway Patrol on X at MSHP Trooper GHQ. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors met at 6 o'clock Wednesday evening at the fire station at number 2 South Main Street. The board approved the consent agenda plus reviewed and approved the minutes from the previous meeting, then did the review of the financials followed by the review and approval of bills, payments, and statements. The budget was also reviewed and approved. The monthly reimbursement report showed there were 26 calls for September and a total of 219 year-to-date. The calls in September include 8 fire calls, 2 accident calls, 1 false alarm response, 6 medical calls, 3 calls categorized as other, and 2 canceled calls en route. In old business, the Fidelity Tower lease was again tabled. In new business relative to Firefighters Association of Missouri, also referred to as FFAM, recruitment and retainment incentives information was presented by Director Stokes, and the following motions were voted on and passed. Chief Floyd is to start the process for professional grant writing services for AFG grant with Firehouse Grants. A resolution for a cooperation agreement for the security investment of public funds with MOSIP. To join Firefighters Association of Missouri, that's the FFAM. To join the National Volunteer Fire Council, Lieutenant Robbins presented bids for training room equipment and completion, which were approved for a total of $5,000. Captain Marfit presented information on the Junior FF, which is Firefighters Program, and the board voted to approve the implementation pending legal review. Director Knight presented quotes on crib units, digital fire training systems, and extraction kits. Chief Floyd presented quotes for new hose nozzles. A motion was made and passed to accept the bid from Sentinel for the new trucks and to replace non-functioning nozzles. Tire quotes were also presented for truck number 8020, and the bid from Master Track for $377.29 per tire was approved. Chief Floyd reported that the electric has been installed in the bay for the charging drops for the trucks. He said that the annual ladder tests have been completed and they passed. Floyd reported that the training facility construction is coming along nicely. He also reported that Greg Thies and Scott Matoya will be attending instructor training school in November. The board went into closed session to discuss competitive bidding. After returning to open session, the meeting was adjourned at 9:43. The Missouri Department of Conservation and the Conservation Federation of Missouri encourage deer hunters to share their harvest by donating venison to Missouri Share the Harvest STH program. The donated deer meat goes to local food banks and food pantries to help feed hungry Missourians all around the state. People in need can get STH venison by contacting their local food banks or food pantries. Missouri's deer season opened with archery hunting on September 15th and runs through the close of archery season on January 15th, with several firearms portions happening during that time. Hunters can donate venison at any time during or right after the season. Donating is easy. Simply take harvested deer to an approved meat processor and let the processor know how much venison to donate. Meat processing fees are covered entirely or in part by numerous local sponsors along with statewide sponsors. Find STH processors at mdc.mo.gov/share. The program is administered by CFM and MDC and has provided more than 6 million pounds of lean, healthy venison to help feed hungry Missourians since it was started in 1992. Conservation Federation of Missouri Executive Director Tyler Swartz said the Missouri hunters have always stepped up to make a difference. Through Share the Harvest, they are helping feed families in need and showing what true conservation stewardship looks like. Conservation in Missouri is about caring for both people and wildlife, and this program is a prime example of how our hunters step up to help their neighbors in need. The National Institutes of Health state that children need protein in their diets for proper growth and development, and adults need it to maintain good health. MDC Share the Harvest Expansion Coordinator Jake Heineman noted that many Missourians don't have access to good sources of protein and that through Share the Harvest, Missouri hunters can help provide their fellow Missourians in need with high-quality protein in the form of naturally lean, locally harvested deer meat. Deer harvested from counties in the Department's Chronic Wasting Disease Management Zone must be tested for CWD before being donated to STH. Processors must receive a negative test result before releasing the donated meat to food banks and food pantries. Hunters can take their deer to a processor participating in Share the Harvest testing program or have their deer sampled at another location prior to donation. Get more information on CWD and CWD Management Zone at mdc.mo.gov/CWD. Deer harvested outside of the CWD Management Zone do not need to be tested for donation to STH and may be taken to any participating processor. Get more information on Share the Harvest online at mdc.mo.gov/share or from MDC's 2025 Fall Deer and Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information Booklet, available online at mdc.mo.gov and where permits are sold. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
My husband and I, we don't always agree on decorating decisions, but I gotta give him credit. He made a huge improvement upstairs, in the attic. That fresh layer of insulation he put down saved us $240 last year on our heating and cooling. Enough for a dinette set. We're saving just by adding insulation. What can you do? Find out how the little changes add up at togetherwesave.com.
This message brought to you by Intercounty Electric Cooperative, your Touchtone Energy Cooperative.
It's back, the second annual Salem, Missouri Spectacular Hot Air Balloon Food Truck and Craft Fair on Saturday, October 25th from 11 in the morning till 9:30 at night at the Al Brown Complex. There'll be over 60 vendors, bounce house, face painting, petting zoo, and frisbee disc dog show. Best of all, tethered hot air balloon rides. All this for a $5 gate fee. Mark your calendars for October 25th for the Salem, Missouri Spectacular Hot Air Balloon Food Truck and Craft Fair starting at 11 a.m. to 9:30.
Hey Missouri, this is Michael Hicks, your local Channel Seed Pro from the Channel Seed brand. Channel Seed Pros like me always show up where your farmers come harvest time. It's no surprise that there's some impressive performances are showing up too. Regional conditions play a huge role, and this season has been no different. Despite these ups and downs, Channel products have shown strong characteristics, helping farmers overcome challenges such as tar spot, southern rust, and drought stress. Our corn has stood out this season. We've seen great performances from the Channel brands, including the 214-78 Double Pro, the 215-09 Double Pro, and the 209-70 Double Pro. Our corn portfolios continue to deliver outstanding results. Visit channel.com/yield to see the harvest results showing up in your neck of the woods and how much you could be yielding. Read and follow pesticide and label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Reality check number 22. On a scale of 1 to 10, shouldn't customer service be an 11? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Walk into any Town & Country and you'll feel welcome right away. We're your neighbors. If you're a customer, we'll probably even call you by name. It's just what neighbors do. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, as being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will take on the Cuba Lady Wildcats in Class 3 District 9 Tournament quarterfinal match to be held in Cuba starting at 5 o'clock tonight. The Lady Tigers are seeded 4th and will be the home team, while Cuba is seeded 5th and will be the visitor. The winner of this contest will face the Sullivan Lady Eagles Thursday evening at 5 o'clock at Cuba High School. You can hear the quarterfinal match on KSMO Radio and KSMO Media, beginning with Tiger Talk and Coach Madison Saturday at 4:45. Salem beat Cuba earlier in the year in 3-0 in Salem. The Bunker Varsity Lady Eagles fell to the Lady Whippets of Wellington Monday in their final regular season match. Ellington won the match in 3 straight sets, 25-9, 25-13, and 25-12 to improve to 28-4-1 on the year. The Lady Eagles fall to 10-20-4 on the year. The Lady Eagles are seeded third in the Class 1 District 6 tournament that will be played at Eminence starting Wednesday. The Lady Eagles will be facing the Viburnum Lady Blue Jays on Thursday night at 6:45 in the second match of the night. The winner will play on Saturday at 3:15 against either Eminence or Marquand Zion, who play each other prior to the bunker match, Thursday at 5:30 at Eminence. Ellington is the number 1 seed in the tournament and will get a first-round bye before playing either South Iron or Lesterville Saturday at 2 o'clock in the semifinal. St. Louis Blues will host the Los Angeles Kings tonight, starting at 6:30 on KSMO Radio or immediately after Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball. The Blues are 3-2 on the year. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Leading up to the Raiders game, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes were asked what sort of problems may pop up with having too many receivers. Well, what ended up happening was 4 touchdowns and a field goal on the Chiefs' first 5 drives, with Mahomes finding 9 different receivers. And Rashee Rice was featured the most. 7 of Mahomes' 26 completions went to Rice, who was targeted 10 times. He was excited to be back after his 6-game suspension.
It was great. It's honestly hard to explain the feeling I got to just be able to run out there and see the fans filling up the stadium, just the passion in my brother's eyes is amazing.
Eli Drinkwitz has never lost to Vanderbilt. Mizzou is 5-0 against the Commodores under Drink, but Vandy is now ranked 10th in the country, and Drinkwitz has never beaten a top 10 team. A signature win could go a long way for Drinkwitz. The Tigers are at Vandy Saturday at 2:30. Southeast Missouri quarterback Johnny Weber won his 2nd straight Ohio Valley Big South Freshman of the Week honor. Weber, who's from Kenosha, Wisconsin, threw for 283 yards, a career-high 4 touchdown passes in the Redhawks' 42-13 homecoming victory over Eastern Illinois. He completed 21 of 31 passes. SEMO is at number 8 and undefeated Tennessee Tech this Saturday. The second of 3 straight Wednesday night games are up for the Missouri State Bears, who play at New Mexico State tomorrow night at 8 on the CBS Sports Network. The Bears coming off a bye week after a win at Middle Tennessee. Next Wednesday, the Bears will be home hosting Florida International. It'll be the Blue Jays and Dodgers in the World Series. Max Scherzer, the Chesterfield native, the only Missouri native pitching in this World Series. It's his 4th, having pitched for Detroit, Washington, and Texas. Tommy Edman, the former Cardinal, will be playing in his 2nd World Series. He hit .294 in the World Series last year for the Dodgers. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Wounded Warrior Project has been there for me since that first day in the hospital. They got me out of the house. They got me connected with other veterans, and they helped me face my PTSD. They support me and my family at every turn. And now I'm helping other warriors realize that they're not alone.
Through our hands-on programs, supportive community, and ongoing advocacy, we help post-9/11 veterans realize what's possible. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
I used to think food just came from the store, but now I know it starts on a farm. I'm Maya, and I'm in the 3rd grade. This year, I got to be a part of Agriculture Education on the Move, where we learned about crops, animals, and all the work farmers do every day. I was surprised by how many things I use every day that come from agriculture. Ag Ed on the Move helps students like me all across Missouri learn about agriculture in fun, hands-on ways. We even practice math, science, and reading during these lessons, which my teacher really likes. Support agricultural education by partnering with Missouri Farmers Care to bring ag education on the move to your school. Because when we understand where our food comes from, we grow up grateful. Who knows? Maybe I may become a farmer. Learn more at agmoves.com. Agriculture education on the move, enriching lives one classroom at a time.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Struggling to handle the hazardously sour toxic waste candy? Try Adams from the brand instead. The tangy sour level means this is a sour that you can enjoy by the handful. Get yours today at toxicwastecandy.com or on Amazon.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Here at KSMO, we've got news from the Missouri Net coming up next. Then stay tuned to your hometown radio station. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. There will be no SNAP benefits for recipients in November due to the government shutdown. The Missouri Department of Social Services urges Missourians to stretch their October balances if possible and seek help from local food banks and pantries. Missouri Congresswoman Ann Wagner is ready for the U.S. Senate to reopen the federal government.
It's completely political, totally unnecessary.
Senate Democrats are insisting that $1.5 trillion in health care spending be added to the temporary spending bill before they'll vote yes. Republicans say they want to pass the bill as is and then discuss health care spending. And Missouri senators heard more testimony Monday on property tax, including a warning from Warren County Presiding Commissioner Joe Guildhouse. He says that shifting to sales tax might work for larger counties like his, but could hurt smaller ones.
You go to a county 2 hours from us, and the biggest sales tax they have is at Casey's.
Lawmakers must now decide what legislation to propose, if any, that would ease the property tax burden for Missouri residents. This is Missouri Now.
What would it take